Alright, so here's the spoiler section. So in the movie, things I didn't like about it. The story was poor, but the reason I didn't like it was because, you remember the Baron that I was talking about earlier? So after 2 hours of just trudging along in this movie, you know, after 2 hours, we find out that the Baron never died, and the daughter never died either. So the Baron and the daughter have been living forever, or for 300 years, something like that, because they've been using the patients as a sort of basically. I was talking about the eels too. I never explained about the eels. So they would put the eels in the water, and they would have like these little microscopic little like larvae or whatever, and then the patients would drink the water, but they would never get hydrated by the water because the water was also pretty toxic to humans. So they would never get hydrated. They would just keep drinking the water, drinking the water, drinking the water, but it would make them more dehydrated. And all the procedures that they would do and treatments, it would just make them more dehydrated. And from them being dehydrated, they would sweat and release like kind of like a filtered thing for the water, because the water is supposed to be really special. Basically, it's like I don't want to say a cure for wellness. No, it's supposed to be a kind of like a serum to make you live forever. I don't know. It wasn't really explained that well, but I even had to watch a video about it because yeah, you can tell I'm already kind of frustrated by it. Anyways, so they put the eels in the people. Like there's even one scene where they just shove a tube down Dane DeHaan's throat and put eels in his mouth, and they put him in like in an iron lung and let him sweat out all that juice, and then the doctor and the girl drink the vitamins and it makes them live forever. So so the purpose for that is because the doctor is actually the Baron, and that's when the movie got really cartoony for me too. Like, he rips off his face and his face is all burned. He's like, I was the Baron the whole time. Blah. And the movie got really rapey too. Like, really rapey. And it was really awkward because it was just me and my girlfriend in the theater, and two old people. And it basically tells you how popular this movie is. It was like a Tuesday. Granted, it was a Tuesday. It was a discount Tuesday. And there was only 4 people in the theater. And I happened to work at the same theater. And yesterday, there was only like 2 people in the theater. So, anyways, so the reason why it gets rapey is because basically that doctor, since he's the Baron and the girl is his daughter, he's been waiting for years for her to reach maturity so that he can marry her and continue his bloodline, like his lineage. So it got weird. Like, it didn't have to have this. Like, it could have been just suggestive. But basically, what he does is he marries her, and then they go to like a like cave that's like underneath the facility, and then like he proceeds to try to have sex with her, and it's a like he ties her hands, and then like it was so weird. Like, I didn't like put his like hand down there. It's just weird because he's just like like I'm just like, no, please no. And then like he rips her shirt off, and her like jiggly puffs are bouncing everywhere, and it's just weird and uncomfortable. Like, I could have I could have had a better day without that. You know, I I can't really recommend this movie to anyone. Like, you know, granted the cinematography was great. It's one reason to watch it if you like good cinematography. But just for that, because it does have a really good, style to it. It's really dark, but it's just you could have used like 30 minutes less. 30 minutes less of that movie would have been better. So, that's basically just all the spoilers I have, like a reason why not to watch the movie, because it's basically all it is. It was 2 hours just to find out that that dude was the Baron. And the girl ends up killing him with a shovel. Like, she ends up killing the guy with the shovel. He falls into the water and the eels eat him. The end. And then, Dane DeHaan's character is just like, they're riding away from the facility, and then like his like bosses come also there. They're like, you had a mission to do, blah 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 blah. You got to get in the car. Come on, get in the car. Like, we're going back to New York. And then he's just like, nah, I'm gonna ride away on a bike. And then they ride away on a bike, and he smiles, and then it's the end of the movie. So, he never really grew from it, like a character. He never really grew from that. I guess a lot of people can say like, it's all a metaphor because, he was so, obsessed with trying to get ahead in life, and then at the end of the movie he broke free from it, so he did grow as a character. And I'm like, no, he was just an asshole the whole movie. Like, there wasn't one instance that I didn't like him in. Like, I hated him the whole movie. I didn't care for him. Like, there was 3 times in the movie that I thought it was over, and I was like, oh shit, it's over? I'm like, oh my god, that movie was actually kind of short. And then, nope, just kept going. And it's like, these shots that were used were really good, but you could have cut out 4 minutes from each one of those shots. Like, for instance, there's a shot of, it's after the per the Baron and his daughter get married, and like his staff, I guess they're all in on it too. So they're all dancing, right? And they're all celebrating. They're all dancing. There's like 3 times that they bring that shot back in. Granted, they're different shots, and they're really good shots, but they're like 4 to 5 minutes each of them just dancing. Maybe not 4 to 5, like 3 minutes tops, like of them just dancing. And it's like, you could have used it once, and then we would have gotten the point. Like, just things like that really bother me, and that's why I gave it like a C minus, because the story wasn't really that interesting. Cinematography was great. Main character sucked ass. Runtime was too long for that movie, for such a weak payoff too. So also, next video review I have is for Get Out. Just seen it yesterday, so I'll have that up pretty soon. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, comedy is the best kind of medicine.